let's jump into a couple things we're going to be doing over the next 90 days. You know, in health and fitness, you can really transform your health and fitness in a 90-day window. You could go from overweight to actually pretty lean. You could go from no muscle to having some good muscle. You could go from where you're muscle, but you're not that defined, to being very defined. A lot can change in 90 days. In your business, it's no different. So much can change in 90 days. You could double or triple your income in 90 days, your monthly income. You could take your team from nobody on your team to 5 or 6 licensed agents in 90 days. You could take your team of 5 or 6 and take that into 10 or 15 licensed agents. You could go from where you're recruiting, 0 to 1 people a month right now, where you're double-digit recruiting by the end of this 90 days. So much can change in a 90-day window. And we often underestimate the power of a focused 90 days, of getting super disciplined, super focused for 90 days. And sometimes our mind can't, it can't trick ourselves into thinking that I could work like this forever, but I could work like this for 90 days and go after it for a window of time. And so that's what we're going to focus on, is helping you, giving you a little bit more focus to do so. So there's a few different parts to this campaign that I'm going to be talking to you about. A few different parts, 3 different parts about it actually. So the first part is this. One of the things that I'm very excited about inside of our team is giving you access to other people outside of our team that are incredible at the business and having lots of success in building great agencies, building big teams, helping lots of families, making lots of money, having people on their team making lots of money. And we want to present you more opportunities for that. So stay with me as I go through this. But for the month of February, this is part 1. For the month of February, we're going to have the top 10 qualifiers. And I'll explain how you qualify in a sec, but the top 10 qualifiers are going to qualify for an elite mentoring session with Jason and Sam Bergeron. Samantha, Jefferies actually, but Jason and Sam. So we're going to get it set up that the top 10 qualifiers get to be on that. Okay, so stay with me. That's the top 10. Jason and Sam are newly promoted executive marketing directors. They're members of the Dynasty Elite Council. They earn well over $300,000 a year. Yeah, I think 400,000, pardon me. They have multiple people on their team earning multiple 6 figures. They've done an unbelievable job, They went from 6 licensed agents 3 years ago to 100 licensed agents inside of 3 years. They're amazing. So you are 100% going to want to qualify. Here's how you qualify, by the way. We're taking a golf score of your personal points, personal recruits, and then your base points or team points, and base points or team recruits. That's it. So there's 4 categories. So you're competing in personal and you're competing in base. Base is team for any of those of you that are new. Now, here's the good news. If you're thinking, man, I don't have a team, all of your personal numbers count in your team numbers. So it's anybody's game. Anybody can win that. Anybody could go and compete and win. So the month of February, which I understand we're a little bit into it, but we still got some time to go. Top 10, elite mentoring session with Jason Bergeron. Next month, now we're into March. In the month of March, we're going to do the exact same thing, except you're going to get an opportunity to learn from Daniel Gomez. Daniel Gomez is about to become an EMD, moved out to Montreal 2 years ago, has already promoted 2 SMBs, will be promoting another right away. And that guy had barely had anything going on when he was in Edmonton and has completely turned it around. So I wanted to get him and Zuleima in front of you as well. How's that sound? All right. Now, month 3 in April, we're doing the same thing, but I'm bringing in the big dogs, bringing in the what's the term? I can't think of the leader of the mafia or something like that, but I'm bringing in GREGG STRYNADKA for month 3. Top 10 qualifiers in month 3 are getting an elite mentoring session with GREGG STRYNADKA. How about that? You like the idea? Yes? No? Some of you are too new to know what any of that means, and you're thinking, I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but that's okay. Just know it's a great thing. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. Let me tell you that. So that's part 1 of the campaign. So there's February, there's March, and there's April. Also, part 2 of the campaign, that's top 10. Part 2 of the campaign is in the month of February. We're also going to take the top 5. And the month of March, we're going to take the top 5. And the month of April, we're going to take the top 5. So in March, there'll be 5 qualifiers. Pardon me, February, there'll be 5 qualifiers. This is part 2. Still stay with me, okay? In part 2, there's going to be 5 qualifiers in February. Then in March, there'll be a brand new 5 qualifiers, not the people that qualified from Feb, okay, brand new. And then in April, a brand new 5. What we're doing with those 15 over that 90 days, right? 5 in February, 5 in March, 5 in April. Everybody good? Yeah, hands up, you're still with me. Those 15, we're doing a private dinner at our house with the Infantes and the Daws. So Bernardo and Laura Infante and Adam and Savannah Dawe. Yes. Again, some of you may not understand fully what that means, but this is big stuff, guys. This is really big stuff. So that's the top 5. So the first part, the top 10, if you qualify in February for the conference call with Jason and Sam, well, next month, you have to qualify again for that next conference call with the Gomez's. And then, of course, with the Strynadkas. However, in the month of February, if you qualify in the top 5, you say, I'm going to go for it, I'm getting it out of the way, you've already secured your spot. You're going to be at the dinner with us in May. And then you don't get to qualify again, but then you get to focus on helping people on your team qualify and being there the next month. So top 5 in February, top 5 in March, top 5 in April. Good. What do you think? Excited about that? It's going to be really good. It's going to be really good. We're going to give you exposure to people that are building massive businesses, doing it quickly, doing it better than most people in the entire company, and excited about that. So that's first part and second part. The third part is the biggest part. The third part is going to be the toughest one to qualify for. The third part is going to be one you have to fight the most for. The third part is going to be the one that you're going to want to fight the most for. The third part is going to be the one that if you make the decision that I'm going to be there and I'm going to do everything in my power to be there, that it literally could be a life-altering experience. Life-altering experience. Pretty exciting, eh? Sounds good, doesn't it? Yeah. So the third part is the top 3 over the cumulative 90 days. Your points and recruits in February, your points and recruits in March, your points and recruits in April. Golf score, personal and base. The top 3 over that 90 days, golf score, qualifiers. Hold on, before I tell you, pull this up so you can see this. I won't share it just yet. I talked to some of our full-timers briefly. I didn't tell them the details, but I gave them a little insight. Those of you that were at Banff, you got to hear from Cameron twice and Cameron and Leanne on the one night. And how many guys were blown away from hearing from Cameron and Leanne? I mean, it was just amazing. I mean, they're some of the best speakers in the entire company. It's truly incredible. So what if we did a one-on-one conference call with just Cameron and Leanne? Huh? That'd be pretty cool if we did that, but we're not going to do that. What if we did a one-on-one lunch with Cameron and Leanne? Wouldn't that be better than a conference call? Now that'd be pretty cool, but we're not going to do that for the top 3. Better than lunch is dinner. Because dinner, you at least get the whole evening and you get to spend one-on-one time for an entire evening with Cameron, Leanne, Misha. What do you think about that? That's not what the contest is. So, what the campaign is better than all of that. The campaign is this. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a few days. So here's what we're doing. We're taking the top 3 overall to their private mansion in Naramata, BC on Lake Okanagan with Cameron and Leanne. They'll be there with us. And we're going to stay Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, June 3rd to 5th at their personal mansion. How about that? How about that?